Hello, everybody. Welcome to class and happy holidays. Thanks for being here. I know there's probably a lot of other things you'd rather be doing, but here we are. I wanted to make a video just to sort of introduce and make sure we go over some things. This isn't a normal semester, and there's some things I think you should know, you should be aware of, as well, just giving you some updates and so on. So first thing you should know is this is an accelerated class. So we're going to cover almost as much content as we would cover in a normal semester. And unfortunately, that means a lot of work on both our parts. But again, you signed up for the class, so, I don't have a syllabus for you just yet. This ended on a very, very sort of difficult semester. I will have the syllabus completed probably by the end of Wednesday, is what I'm hoping. But that's a bunch of policy and so on. You can actually see everything, basically, I'm going to be doing minus like policy, which I'll talk about. I'll talk about some of the important things you need to know. But if you go over to the homepage for this course, you will see the modules, the course is published, and everything is there. I might add one or two more things, literally one or two more things. It's not going to be much more than this, but you'll see what's already here. The assignments, quizzes. If anything changes, it's not going to be much. And so, as far as that goes, that part of the syllabus, you already have this. You know what work is there. All the readings have been provided for you. And you can look and anticipate what is ahead. So as far as not having a syllabus, that part of it's covered. No reason to worry. As far as the work and when it's due, this is the policy. I'll go over this first module here in a second, this miscellaneous stuff. There's important stuff there. But if you notice, there's week 1 and week 2. Okay, and then notice all the assignments. So like this should say it too. I'll make sure to change that. The quizzes, the assignments are all due on the 31st, or I should say by the 31st. So if you look at week 1, it says 31st. The quiz should be the 31st also. I'll make sure to change that. Weeks 1 and week 2, all of the work is due by the 31st. Now, that doesn't mean I want you to turn it all in on the 31st. In fact, I think that's a mistake. I'm giving you some time because it's an accelerated class and it is the holidays, and I'm trying to just take into consideration that you might have more time on one day than you do another day or something like that. So I'm just opening up the first 2 weeks and you get the work into me by the 31st. However, I suggest not wasting time and do it all on the last day or 2 days before it's due. It's going to be poor quality work, and that's the grade you're going to get. So I don't suggest that you wait. So get started on it right away. Do your reading. I'll talk about that here in a little bit. Actually, I'm going to direct you to another video, which hopefully you've watched by now. And then when that's closed, after the 31st, it closes on Sunday. And then weeks 3 and 4 will open up. And then you will have until the 14th, I believe. No, the 12th. That's a Friday. You'll have until the 12th to do all of the work. Again, do not waste your time. This is a classic mistake. Just because that's when it's due doesn't mean that you should wait until then. You will be making a mistake if you do that. Plus, I need this due by Friday because I have to turn grades in, I believe, that following Monday. And so I need some time over that weekend to finish grading. If all of you wait until the 31st and the 14th to turn your work in, you are going to put me in sort of a difficult position to grade all of that. I guess the quizzes are automatically graded, but that's too much to grade all at once, particularly when the final grades are due. So don't wait. Huge mistake to wait, and just get started on it right away. But again, everything's there, and I suggest reading it right away, and so on. Now that we're here, I want to point you to these sections here. Watch this video lecture. Some of what I'm saying here is on there, so I'm going to try not to repeat myself too much, but watch that. This is just for all of my students, all class modalities. It doesn't matter, just general expectations. I believe it's important that you guys know what I expect, and so on. And so I'm going to direct you there. Just watch it. It's a YouTube video. Do the instructor welcome, and read it. Open it up and read it. This is important. Hopefully, yeah, this is the updated version. Again, this is a little bit about me, to give you some insight as to sort of who I am and sort of how I think about things. I think that's important for you guys to know. If you want to know a little bit about what philosophy is, this is here because I find students can have difficulty with these classes, and part of it is because they come in to the class with some presumptions about what philosophy is, and that's fine, but that can sometimes get in the way of what we're trying to do. So please read that, and then part of your first assignment is going to deal with a piece by philosopher Nick Bird. And you might pair that with this as well, and just sort of see what he's asking you and with what I'm saying. And I think you'll see some similarity. But this is here to sort of help you think about what philosophy is and why I might be sort of asking you some of the questions and talking about some of the things that we're doing. So hopefully that helps you. General grading rubric. Again, I think it's important that students sort of know what I'm thinking about when I'm grading, and this covers a good portion of that. I'm not going to go through it all right here. You can look at it yourself, but if you want to know what I'm thinking about when I'm grading, as far as what's satisfactory, what's unsatisfactory, and so on, what's excellent, what's average, then read this document. I think it'll be important for you. Now here, the justification form. There's no more form. It should just pull up the web page. There we go. And there's some information here about absences and things like that. Now, because this is an online class, as far as attendance goes, it's going to be turning in your assignments. I can see when you log in and when you log off how much time you spend, what sites you, what pages you visit. Just on Canvas, not obviously in your everyday stuff, but when you're on Canvas, I know what assignments you've done, when you logged on, off, how much time you've spent looking at the pages on Canvas for this class, and so on. So as long as you're doing your work and logging in, and I see that you're working, then absences shouldn't be a problem. But if you do want to know generally what's considered excused and unexcused, read this. It should be informational. This really kind of applies to all classes. Not that all professors keep to these standards, but a lot of this comes from the Texas Code of Education. Some of it comes from my own personal experience and so on. So please do read that. And then please, please, please read On Being a Good Student. Is this the updated version? It's not the updated version. I'll get you the updated version, but it's almost all exactly the same, so no big deal. This comes from 18 years, now beginning 19 years of teaching in front of the classroom and countless number of years being a student myself. If you want to know what I think are some of the qualities, characteristics that make a good student. Please read this. It should be very helpful for you, and so on. Then, read the stuff about studying, taking notes, about etiquette, how to email, and so on. I'm Professor Flores, and that's sort of how you should address me. Similarly, I'll address you by your first name. If you want me to call you something else, let me know that, so on and so forth. And then go through, do section 1, do section 2, and just work diligently. I know it's the holidays, but there is work to be done, and so on. Now, as far as getting a hold of me, I will be available, except for the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th. I might check in on the 26th, and that means just I'll log in and check emails. I might, but the 24th, 25th, certainly. I don't expect you to either. One of those days I'm going to be traveling, actually, but I'll have my laptop with me, and the rest of the days I will be checking. There may be a day or two where I don't check in, but there's nothing that can't be fixed, so don't worry about it. If I don't answer you in a day, give me a day or two to answer you. But I will be available. I'll also be available for, let's say, office hours. So if you need to visit, like over WebEx or Zoom or something like that, if it's important enough, then I'll be here. We can always schedule that. If a group of you want to get together, that would be good too. I'm just letting you know I'm here. What else here? Syllabus. Everything's provided for you. You don't need to buy anything for this class. This is an online, anytime asynchronous course, so we're not meeting. You just log in, do the reading, do the assignments, have them in by the 31st for week 1 and 2, and the 12th for week 3 and 4. Please don't waste your time. Don't wait till the last minute. This stuff can be a little more difficult than you might think it is, and I do expect college level work. I'll say something about that here in just a second. With that being said, I'm not going to take late work. You have plenty of time to do this. You've got to be in the hospital before I'm going to take late work. So you have plenty of time. The stuff's provided for you in advance, and so on. Don't cheat. There's various ways of cheating, including using ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT is a tool. If you don't know about it, look it up. It's a tool. And I can't tell you not to use it, right? That would be futile. It'd be absurd. But if you use it as a tool to say, get some ideas or something, whatever. I have thoughts about that. If you want to talk about that more, we can. But typically speaking, if you use it to do your assignments, then there are ways of finding out. And I'm not going to tell you, but if I suspect, then we're going to be having a conversation, and that's all I'll say about that. I'm not going to give anything away, but basically don't cheat. Do your own work. Study together. Hopefully you get in virtual groups. Study together. But I hate cheating. A few people failed this past semester because they were cheating and they didn't think I was going to catch it, and I do. Can't say always, right? There's no way to always catch it, but I'm pretty good at it. I feel. And I'm kind of known, kind of a bulldog when it comes to things like that. That's one of my reputations are cheaters. So please don't. I'm not one of those people who just lets it go. If you cheat once, you get a 0 for the assignment, little slap on the wrist, and that's it. If you cheat again, you fail the class. Simple as that. If you don't know what cheating is, then I urge you to go over to my learning web page if you don't know how to get it. So go to Google, make sure you Google, don't use Yahoo or Bing or whatever, and Google Dan Flores Learning or Learning Web, and it should be the first link that pulls up. Pull it up. It's working fast. It usually doesn't work that fast. And this is my webpage for my teaching for the college. You can look at my CV if you want to know some more detailed stuff about me. I always suggest doing that. You should get to know your professors, get to know the people who are grading you. And of course, if you have any interest in any of this stuff we cover, please get a hold of me. I'm happy to talk philosophy with you or anything else. If you getting into universities, transferring, things like that. If you're thinking about jobs or whatever, I'm here to talk about all that stuff too. Anyway, find your way over here, and there's under resources. You can check out some of the classes I've taught before, and you're going to be doing some summary work, make sure you read that. Why study philosophy? What is plagiarism? Please log on here. I think I need to redo some of this, but like plagiarism.org is a great website. If you don't know what plagiarism and cheating is, then this is the site to go to, and so on. The information's provided here. Look at it. If you don't know, now you do, and I do take it very, very seriously. Since we're here, check some of this stuff out. There's stuff that'll be helpful for you, like in the handouts, notes on Louis Vaughn's Ethics in the Examined Life, which you're going to be reading. Look at the handouts. Some of the stuff I'm not using, but they're still tools for you. I use them depending on different semesters. Okay, so that's not there. So don't worry about that. I should update some of this. But so you don't have any exams in this class. You just have some work. But you might check out some of this stuff, like the exam checklist. If you want to get an idea for, like, what does it mean to be complete? If I gave you an argument or you read an argument, are you representing the argument in some of the work and so on? Some of this will apply, some of it won't, but point is that there's a bunch of stuff here. This is all for students or just the general public as well. You might want to go through and so on, including guides for studying philosophy. If you want to know, you're going to do a lot of writing, and so there you go. Is there anything else? Let me just go back here. Whoop. That's right, I was on the first page. Anyway, have a look. And so on. What else? Do read the documents. They're there for a reason. I don't know what else to say about that. They're there for a reason. Make sure you read them. Watch the videos. I will try to have I will try to have a video for you for the fallacies. I hope to do it. If not, then I'll post one for you. We'll see what happens there. And then there's something else I want to show you here too. Canvas support hours. So during our break here, during class, there will be, if you have trouble with Canvas, you can't log on, or your password problem or something like that, you can just pause this video and get that. But so there are the hours, and then I believe the college opens again on the 2nd of January. It could be the 4th, I forget. Then it should be normal operations after that. So this is just for these first 2 weeks. So there is some limited support. And then there's the website. And then tutoring is also available, online tutoring. Just know that they're probably not philosophy people. They can help you with their writing. If they are philosophy people, tutors are a tool, use them, but they're not grading you, okay? I'm the one grading you. So if you have serious questions, particularly about content, come talk to me. But please use them. They're a great resource, and so on. Okay, I believe for the most part, that's about it. There's a lot of work to do. It's an accelerated class. You've got to keep busy. The number one mistake that students make is they wait until the last. It's an accelerated class. I'm opening up 2 weeks at a time. Don't wait until the last to do the work. Do not wait until the last to do the work. It's going to be poor quality work, and that's the grade you're going to get. Start now. There's a lot of reading. There's a lot of stuff for you to understand. Reread, rewatch videos. It's rare that this stuff people get immediately, and you need time to do it. And so I hope this is the only class you're taking. If it's not, I don't know. I hope you don't have a job right now so that you can do the work. If you do, schedule your time, but do not wait. I'm telling you, don't misunderstand how difficult some of this is. I expect college level work. You are adults. You're taking a college level class. Grammar, syntax, things like that are important, as well as clarity of ideas. I need to be able to understand what you're writing. I am looking for, if you look at those rubrics that I showed you, not only presentation of ideas, but are you taking the assignment seriously? So I need to look at and read your stuff and say, not only are you representing the information correctly, but are you taking the assignment seriously? And I'll be able to tell. So you're adults. This is college. I want college level work. Push yourself. Oftentimes people think it's philosophy. It's just a matter of opinion. You can say whatever you want. That is not true. Whoever tells you that simply doesn't know what they're talking about. If you have questions, obviously write me, talk to me, and so on. So I believe that's it. Just reach out to me if there are any problems, and I will be checking in periodically. Do your work. And other than that, I hope you have a nice break, a nice holiday, eat well, sleep well, and we'll talk to each other soon. Bye.